Members, it is about time we have attained the quorum. Item 1, confirmation of the minutes of the 20th meeting held on March the 22nd. We have received no proposed amendments. Can I take the minutes as confirmed? All right, the minutes are so confirmed. Matters arising, there is nothing in particular from me. Business arising from previous council meetings. Legal Service Division report on bill referred to the House in accordance with Rule 54.4. Legal advisor, please. Chairman, thank you. Please refer to LS 37, Education Amendment Bill 2013. The bill seeks to amend the Education Ordinance to provide protection to the Grant Schools Provident Fund and the Subsidized Schools Provident Fund contributors of their benefits in case of bankruptcy, and the contribution will not be vested with the trustees in the case of bankruptcy. And this is arising from an appeal case, and the amendment is intended to make sure that the teacher's contribution will be protected in the same way as the MPF. The panel on education was consulted on December 11th last year, and members in general supported the proposed amendments. Bills Committee needed. Mr. Sin Chung Kai proposes a Bills Committee. Any objection? If not, who is going to join? Ms. Helena Wong would like to join. Next, Legal Service Division report on subsidiary legislation gazetted on March the 22nd and tabled in Council on March the 27th. Legal advisor, please. Chairman, this lot of subsidiary legislation is contained in paper LS 34, LN 34 and 35, subsidiary legislation under Companies Ordinance, and they are namely Companies Revision of Financial Statements and Reports Regulation and Companies Disclosure of Information about Benefits of Directors Regulation. At the subcommittee set up on the 8th of February, work has got underway, and on the 9th, they have already started with the scrutiny, and members have invited to join. The next meeting is scheduled for the 16th of April. Chairman, I think if members would like to join at this stage, the subcommittee, they have to follow the procedures. So this is an ongoing exercise. No question. Let's move on to the next one. Legal Service Division report on subsidiary legislation, gazetted on April the 5th. Chairman, there are other things in the previous report. Entertainment Special Effects Fees Amendment Regulation 2013. Under the Entertainment Special Effects Ordinance, the rate of increase ranges from 5.5% to 8.3%. The administration issued a legislative brief to the relevant panel. From what we have heard, this fee revision wasn't subject to any consultation. The ITB panel on the 14th of January this year was briefed on the proposal by the administration. This will go into effect on May the 29th. Subcommittee? If not, next please. The following two are under the Public Health and Municipal Services Ordinance. One is has to do with libraries, the other one civic centers. The one about libraries, the order will expand the scope of the library to the neighboring premises, and hence the amendment. This comes into operation on May the 16th. Civic centers, the Oil Street Art Space at 12 Oil Street North Point will be used as a civic center, and in the schedule this address has to be added, and this will come into operation on May the 20th. Subcommittee? No? All right, next please, legal advisor. Next, trade descriptions ordinance amendment of Schedule 1 Notice 2013, and this is to add the free trade agreement between Hong Kong, China and Chile, signed on September the 7th, to the list of scheduled trade agreements, so that the rules of origin for any goods qualified for preferential tariff treatment under the agreement apply for the purpose of determining the place of manufacture. This will go into effect on May the 16th, although this has not been discussed by the panel. No subcommittee? All right, next please. Chairman, the next one is road traffic control, designation of prohibited and restricted zones, Amendment Notice 2013. This is in relation to the restricted zones and prohibited zones in the airport regarding picking up and setting down passengers. We've consulted the administration, and we were told that the road use will not be adversely affected, and there was no public consultation. The transport panel wasn't briefed on this either. This will go into effect on May the 15th. Subcommittee? If not, the deadline for amendment is April the 24th. Legal advisor, the next one, please. Subsidiary legislation gazetted on April the 5th. Chairman, please refer to paper LS 35. Both pieces are under the public order ordinance. Frontier Closed Area Amendment Order 2013 and Frontier Closed Area Permission to Enter Amendment Notice 2013. Chairman, these two pieces of subsidiary legislation arise from the electrical brief issued in April regarding the reduction of the size of the FCA, and this is the second stage of work, and this is to specify that specify the boundary of the FCA after completion of construction of the secondary boundary fence from Lok Ma Chau boundary control point and the river index, Ong Tong River. And there is a revision regarding the police authority to issue permit, and this will go into effect on June the 10th. Mr. Ip Kwok-him, Chairman, I do see the need for a subcommittee to have a look at this. All right, proposal by Mr. Ip for a subcommittee. Any objection? Who would like to join? Right, the amendment deadline is the 15th of May, if extended, June the 5th. Business for Council meeting on 17th and 18th of April 2013. Report number 14/12 to 13 of the Health Committee on consideration of subsidiary legislation and other instruments. The report covers 6 items of subsidiary legislation, including the Import and Export General Amendment Regulation 2013, the period for amendment of which will expire on April the 17th. 4 members have indicated their intention to speak as 6 members, and the administration have given notices to move proposed resolutions at the council meeting to amend the regulation. Members will have the opportunity to speak on the regulation, and therefore I will not move a motion to take note of the report in relation to the regulation. Questions? There are 22 written questions. Bills, first and second reading. Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2013. The administration has given notice to present the above bill to the Council on April the 17th, and we will consider the bill at this meeting on April the 19th. Bills, resumption of debate on second reading. Appropriation Bill 2013. In accordance with Rule 36(5) of the Rules of Procedure, each member will be given a speaking time of 15 minutes. Regarding import and export general regulation, the administration will be moving a resolution. The report of the subcommittee has been given verbally, and paper 946 contains the report which has been issued to members. I think by noon on Thursday we will be having a go at this particular regulation. This will happen right after the appropriation bill debate. Business for Council meeting of April 24th. Questions. There are 22 written questions. Bills, first and second reading, are as follows. Arbitration Amendment Bill 2013, Merchant Shipping Seafarers Amendment Bill 2013, Betting Duty Amendment Bill 2013, and Inland Revenue Amendment Bill 2013. The administration will be presenting these on the 24th, and we will deal with these on the 26th of April. Bills, resumption of debate on second reading, committee stage, and third reading. Appropriation Bill 2013. Government motions. We have the proposed resolution under Section 72A(10) of the Road Traffic Ordinance and Section 4.3 of the Road Traffic Driving Offence Points Ordinance, Cap 375, to be moved by the Secretary for Transport and Housing. I defer to the legal advisor, please. Chairman, thank you. Chairman, please refer to paper LS 38 that we submitted. Chairman, the proposed resolution is of a rather technical nature. Last year, in July, there were a couple of BOT tunnel bylaws. The Thailand Tunnel, WXC, there were bylaws or tunnel bylaws that they have to be aligned with the rest of the road traffic ordinance. Now, in terms of speeding offense and point deduction system, these will apply to these four tunnels. These will go into effect on the 26th of April. All right, do you see the need for a subcommittee? Yes. Mr. Wu Chi-wai. Chairman, well, it has to do with the change of tunnel bylaws. I'd like to have a subcommittee to have a look at this. All right, an objection to Mr. Wu's proposal. Who would like to join?
All
right, we will invite members to indicate whether they would
like to join the subcommittee? And so we will request the administration to withdraw the notice for moving the proposed resolution so as to allow us sufficient time to scrutinize the resolution. Next, proposed resolution under Section 29 of the PPO to be moved by the Secretary for Food and Health. Legal advisor, please. Chairman, may I refer members to paper LS 36. I believe members are familiar with this format. We are talking about including certain substances into the relevant schedules, so that for the sale of these substances, they will have to be done under the supervision of the pharmacists and so on and so forth. And the administration proposes that this should take effect on the 26th of April. Do members think there is a need to set up a subcommittee? No? So the administration will move this resolution at the council meeting on the 24th of April. And may I remind members that we've received a lot of amendments to be dealt with at the sitting on the 24th of April. All right, next, position on Bills Committee and Subcommittee. May I refer members to this paper tabled concerning subsidiary legislation. And if members want to speak or move amendments, please inform the Secretariat by 5 p.m. on the 16th of April. All right, position on Bills Committees and Subcommittees. As at the 11th of April, there are 6 bills committees, 4 subcommittees under HC, and 7 subcommittees on policy issues under panels in action. And we've got 3 subcommittees on policy issues on the waiting list. And please note, members, that the Bills Committee on Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2012 will have to work over 3 months. Next, senior judicial appointments. On the 8th of April, the Chief Executive announced his acceptance of the recommendations of the JORC to appoint the Honourable Mr. Justice Joseph Paul Falk as a permanent judge of the CFA, the Honourable Mr. Justice Patrick Chan as a non-permanent Hong Kong judge of CFA, and the Honourable James Spiegelman and Honourable William Gummo as non-permanent judges from other common law jurisdictions of the CFA. Now, in accordance with the procedures recommended by the AJLS and endorsed by HC, is for HC to decide whether it's necessary to form a subcommittee to consider the recommended appointments. And Ms. Emily Lau, I propose that we set up a subcommittee. All right, Ms. Emily Lau has suggested that we should have a subcommittee. Any objection? Members who are interested in joining the subcommittee, please. So, the administration will move motions to seek the LegCo's endorsement of the appointments after the subcommittee has reported its deliberations to HC. AOB, we don't have any AOB items today.